Okay, hi there. I'm Sandy Grant, Director of Food and Beverage for the three-star Statler Hotel in Ithaca, New York. How are you today?
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Pat Hammer. I know I sent you some documentation with your request for bid for coffee. I'm representing Anderson Coffee.
All right, great. So yeah, tell me a little bit something about your company. What can you offer us? Obviously, you know something about us, and we're a hotel that we're Statler Hotel in Ithaca, New York, and we're just looking for some good coffee beverages at a reasonable price. So if you could just enlighten me as to what you can offer me and maybe different types of brands, different types of coffees, it'd be great to hear.
We pride ourselves on our high quality coffee. We invest a lot of money in R&D to bring coffee to our customers. We are really proud that we are recognized for our taste, and our reputation is always improving, and we're always gaining more market share. We do give consultation classes on brewing to improve the experience, and we also are concerned with fair trade agreements with our farmers to make sure everybody's earning a livable wage, which I'm sure Cornell would probably be interested in. And
Yeah, definitely.
um, I'm very interested in bringing the coffee to your hotel because I believe that you are turning out the next generation of hotel managers, and I would love for them to be exposed to our product, and maybe they'll bring our product with them into their future careers.
That'd be great, especially the guests. You know, we have a lot of people coming in and out, so it's a good exposure for your company. So that's actually good.
It is.
We can definitely help each other out. So what's
It
the
is.
we're looking we're just going by last year's numbers here, but
Mhm.
we're looking to buy about 10,000 pounds of coffee beans of coffee.
Yes, I understood that. So what normally we have is a restaurant price of $8.10 a pound. But I believe that we put the bid in to you for $7.94, which is actually $7.04 a pound and 80 cents a pound to deliver it
Okay.
because we have no other clients in your area. It's hard to bring the price down without reduced shipping. So we do give better prices. If many restaurants in Ithaca were receiving our coffee and we built a business up, your price would keep going down every time we would add more customers.
Okay.
So I just wanted to explain the pricing structure because it might seem a little high to you because there's nothing else driving the shipping price down. But even if the price was to be driven down, we still have to maintain a certain level of quality to cover the costs. So I was wondering what is your, what is the price that you're getting now currently?
All right, so yeah, it does seem a little expensive. You know, we're not trying to break the bank on buying coffee, but at the same time, coffee is very important to our hotel because, you know, when people wake up in the morning, if you're serving them bad coffee, it's going to put everyone in a bad mood. Am I right? So we
That
definitely need the
is
best
true.
quality. We need the best quality. That's why we came to you because we heard nothing but good things. I actually have a friend that works with you guys at a different institution. I think it's Cornell, Colonial Williamsburg, and it's actually a popular tourist attraction too. And he was the one that recommended me to you, and that's why we're here. But we pay so for the 10,000 pounds of coffee we get from La Roque, we pay
Hmm.
around $5 a pound. So, and
Wow.
that does cover shipping as well. And
Wow. Okay.
La Roque's okay. We're just looking for something better, you know. Like La Roque's good. It's nothing. We had a little bit of an agreement with them, which is going to come to the second part of what I need from this company. We had a little bit of a
Hmm.
dispute, but they're okay overall. The dispute we had definitely made me want to branch out and find um, other sellers in the area, though. I'm not gonna lie, because we they broke contract. They attempted to breach contract, so that's something we need to
Hmm.
actually discuss further into the negotiation. But yeah, so the official price is about $4.70 per pound for La Roque, and yeah, they attempted to raise their price, but we it was mid contract, so they couldn't do that. But
Okay. So
yeah, so
that's the price that I have to tell you that even at cost is much lower than our cost.
yeah,
It would be below our cost to try and match that price. It would be impossible.
yeah. I don't
Um,
expect you guys to because we're obviously going for high quality products, so we're willing to pay a little bit more, you know. But at the same time, like we're not trying to overdo it because you know you do the math on $7.94 a pound, 10,000, $79,000 of coffee.
mhm.
So it's kind of a lot. Or seven, sorry, yeah,
So,
$79,000.
so Sandy, I'm looking at the numbers and I'm thinking that I don't want to haggle for like an hour. Why don't I tell you what I think the best price that we can do is? Because it's only a 1 year contract. So, and
Yeah,
we would like you to be able to use the product, get feedback, because I think that once you had the product in your possession, you would probably never want to switch to someone else because we really do have a good coffee and we have a lot of flavored coffees. Although $7.94 is our low price, um, and that includes an 80-cent pound delivery, I could go down to cost, which would be $6.70 a pound. I know that that's much more than you're paying now. So I don't know if you want to crunch the numbers and see if it's possible.
yeah. I mean, that would come out to $69,000 as opposed to $49,000. But that's definitely a good price. First of all, thank you for doing that for us. That'd actually work really, really well for us. Um, so let me just see because the reason why I came to you is because obviously the quality and grade and your reputation speaks for yourself. However, my friend at Colonial Williamsburg said he was paying around $5.95 a pound. and I
Yeah, so
and I understand.
yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I understand that $5.95 a pound comes with a larger quantity of order. You know, we're only getting 10,000 pounds, and he gets a hell of a lot more coffee than we do, and he probably gets a little bit more attention. But I'd like the price to go a little bit lower for us, just because I think we can help each other out. Because this would be a good idea. Because we have people flying in from all over the country, and I don't know what kind of what what markets you're trying to get into, but people start hearing about your brand from our hotel, and they fly out. You might get a lot more customers out of it.
All right, so here's the situation. The situation is that Colonial Williamsburg is one of those clients that's in a specific situation where there's a huge shipping discount because they're selling so much coffee to that area, and
Right.
maybe not just to Colonial Williamsburg. It might be to many different businesses in that area. And it's unusual, but I do know that we do have these situations that exist. And I am prepared because sometimes people do call in and explain this to me, and they want a price match. But there's no way at the amount of coffee you're buying we can price
Yeah.
match that without
No, I
taking
didn't expect
such a
that.
big
I didn't
loss.
expect you to match. Honestly, it's just that's asking a lot, you know. And I'm not trying to rob people here. I want to get a fair price for both of us. So that's
Well,
good.
but a fair price also means that the farmers have to be able to afford a livable wage, and
Of
that's
course.
what our company's about. It's about sustainable farming practices. It's about improving the coffee, and unfortunately, it also means that the lowest price isn't always possible to beat the competitor who has a coffee who I won't say is a lower quality, but maybe there's less research and development into the product.
Right. No, of course. Yeah, I really value CSR. We have one in this company as well, and I think it's good. You know, it makes me want to reach out to people like you when you have a good CSR program, and when you're trying to help other people. So that's something I personally respect, and I think a lot of people do as well. And I think when they see your brand, they definitely pick up on it. Um, so the other part before we go over price, I actually do want to talk about something that's very important to us. So the reason why we're getting off La Roque is because when we got the price of $4.70 per pound, we were kind of happy with it. It's not the best, it's not the worst. It's okay. It's all right. But they actually wanted to increase the price midway through contract, and that's something that we can't do. I get a budget for this 1 year, and I can't ask for more money if something happens. So this has to be a stable price for the entire year. I mean, it's only a year contract, so if the price goes up next year, that's a conversation we can have in a year from now. But for now, for this entire year, I get in trouble if I start asking for more money here, more money there. They start asking questions, and then it's not going to look good for anybody.
Well,
So that's something I actually need.
I can guarantee that for the year, they would not try to raise your price, even if there was a coffee hardship in the market.
Right,
They
that's
can
good.
maintain the price for you for the year. We're a very large company. In terms of this contract, it's not a larger contract. If it's at cost, and if it turns into a loss leader, it's not going to hurt anybody. It's only a 1 year contract. So I can guarantee the $6.70 at cost for the year. I can do that. And
Okay,
I can hope
perfect.
that you turn around and decide that um, that you want to maintain a relationship and
Yeah,
continue.
no, of course. I mean, if we're happy with the product, I would not want to keep bouncing around from client to client. I'm big on loyalty, and I think that it's a very good thing to stay with the client because we can, like I said, we can both help each other out. I give you business, we can probably give you some exposure, like I said, it's because we have clients coming from all over the world. They hear about your brands. All of a sudden, you can pick up some new clients, so that's a good thing. Where is this coffee from again? What country?
It's Colombian coffee.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Hold on one second. Um, yeah, the cancellation clause I see here. 60 days written notice with a copy to both the food and. Okay. Yeah, we do reserve the privilege to cancel with a 60-day notice, right?
That's acceptable.
Okay, that's perfect
Um,
because I don't want to. I just don't want to be locked into a contract to one where I can't back out. So
the
that's
contract
yeah.
the contract normally just protects the client who's purchasing in the
Oh,
sense
great.
that you're guaranteed the price for the period of time and the service that's guaranteed and the quality.
Okay.
But you can stop your business at any time, given the automatic deliveries eventually have to wear themselves out. So if you give us 60 days, we have 60 days to stop the automatic deliveries.
Okay, yeah, because then you can adjust the crops and everything, so you don't have to keep producing if you don't. I mean, we're. I mean, comparing to Colonial, we're a small order, so I mean, I'm not. I don't think it's going to be that big of a detriment to you guys, but
I'm not going to
um,
make any commission on this. This is just to bring you into the company, and to try and give the company a chance to get some exposure and to build a relationship with a new hotel in a new area where we have no product being delivered.
what about different flavors? Can you
Yes,
tell me
we
about
do have
that?
different flavors. We do have different flavors, but I believe that I don't have any information on that with me now. I only, I know that we do have different extensive flavored coffees, an extensive assortment of flavored coffees. I'm
Okay.
not sure if you had gotten the brochures that I had sent you, if they were included.
No, I didn't get any. I just had the contract clause on the prices.
Hmm. Okay, see, we had sent over a bunch of brochures, and I wasn't even sure if you had tasted the coffee.
We have actually. I want to tell you about that because I was pleasantly surprised, and our general managers, my bosses, preferred it 3-1, and saying they strongly preferred it. 10% saying they strongly preferred Anderson. So this is going to make me look really good. Frankly, it is. It's going to make me look really good if I get some good coffee here, and you know, if they're happy, I'm happy. You're happy. Everyone's happy. So.
Well, Sandy, you just made me happy when you told me that they preferred my coffee, and I'm giving it to you for cost. So,
Yeah, no, that's good. But
should
like
we
I
have a
said,
good deal?
as much
Should
as
we
they,
write?
excuse me,
Sorry,
I'm
should
sorry,
we
you cut
write up
out
a
for a second.
contract on those? I'm sorry. What?
What did you say?
Should we write up a contract on those terms on the 670 at cost?
Just give me a second. The thing is, they love the coffee, but they love money more. So I just want to make sure we're getting the right price for them. Because if I present them with a bid that's too high, I'm actually going to get into a lot of trouble. Because we cost effectiveness is one of the biggest points here, and I just want to make sure we're getting the best bang for our buck. But I do like that price. I do like that price. So still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Oh, okay.
listening. I'm listening.
Okay, yeah, I thought you cut out for a second. I was waiting for you to respond.
Oh, I'm sorry. I no. I just
Okay.
I'm
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So 10,000 pounds of coffee plus we get the exposure. I think you're offering $6.70.
Mm-hmm.
And the contract honestly looks good, and I like it. I like the cancellation clause. I like the variety of flavor. I really like the equipment repairs and service you guys offer. I don't think we're gonna need it though because we have our own equipment. But I think that's a great thing. Just to have on the contract, just in case we want to adopt some of your equipment. Um, Thing is though, I would like that price to drop down a little. Do you think you give it to me for about $6.30?
Wow. No, honestly, so it's not that I wouldn't want to, but they have it's not exactly a hard it's not like there's a hard rule that I can't give coffee away, but I can't give a contract away for the contract is not just for a certain amount of pounds. You could decide to buy more, you could decide to buy less. It's just an exclusive coffee agreement that we're going to be providing coffee to you for the year.
Right.
I can't go below 670 because that's the cost. So
You can't go
I'm,
below 670 at all.
no, I could look to see if there's other products that they could give you for free, but no, I can't go below 670 for such a small contract.
Right, right, right. So I guess we have to hit a certain quota before you can start lowering that.
Well, it's not that. It's just that if this was a tourist area and I could develop other businesses in the area, I could bring the cost down. And I know I could do that, but this is like a standalone in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you have a good business and we're interested in being part of it. But if it's ongoing and I was to take a loss, then if I was going to increase the cost to cost, that would probably be a fight later. And that doesn't
Right,
seem necessary. So
right.
coming in at cost and staying at cost, if you want to continue the arrangement, might be beneficial to Anderson Coffee because we want to bring that impact um, to this graduating class that you have every year. We want to expose them to the coffee.
Right,
People who are
because
going
if
to be
it's
managing hotels. It's later if it's below cost. If I was to come in at 650 and we're going to take a $2,000 loss, at the end of the year they're going to try and raise it to 670. You or someone else who's watching the budget is going to have a problem with the raise. There's always a problem when you raise the price.
yeah, of course.
This is a budgetary issue like a university or a nonprofit. So we're just feeling if we come in at cost and we can keep it at cost, that would be the right thing to do.
But what if you get it at cost? And I know that we're kind of in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time, we are the attraction for that area, and we do have that primary exposure. So people come in all the time, and I could just say from now that Le Roque actually expanded a little bit of its business because people like the coffee and they were able to take it with them. In the sense that they were like, okay, let's order La Roque coffee next time. So there is a potential for exposure in our little, in our little area of Ithaca, New York. Um, so I like what you're saying about like, you don't want to raise the price. That is a fight later, and I completely agree with that. Like I said, like I don't want to increase the prices, decrease the prices. Inflation does it on its own. But I was saying maybe, you brought up 650. If I were to go in for 655 and you can get some exposure from it, would you go for
Mhm.
that? Because it wouldn't be that big
Well,
of a loss. It's only a $1,500 loss on your side, but think of it as a marketing tool. You might get you might get a $1,500 sunk cost, but at the end of the day, you
mhm.
at the end of the year, you might get actually more business from it. And if our general managers strongly provided, our general managers have other, they have a lot of partners and they have a lot of connections, so they might actually recommend it. And coffee is very, very important to this company, especially the managers.
All right. I would do 655 for 1 year with the understand to 670 when you want to renew the contract.
Excuse me.
I
I'm
would
sorry,
do
it just cut out.
I would do a year contract for 655
Okay.
with the $1,500 loss, with the understanding that upon renewal it has to be at 670 without an argument.
Well, then you're talking about two different contracts. You're talking about
I'm
you're
talking
talking
about,
about next year I have to sign, which
no,
isn't,
no,
you know,
I'm talking about next year when you want to renew the contract because you will, because our coffee's good and
obviously
you're not going to, you're, it's going to have to be 670 next year.
it's going to have to be 670 next. So the first year we're getting it, at a better price. Next year we're going to get it at a okay, and we'll get it at
Right.
cost
And if
price.
you
Okay.
don't, and yes, if you don't want to renew next year, that's fine. I doubt that would happen, but
No, no, that's totally reasonable. I completely agree with that. Okay, so the only thing I have a problem with that is,
yeah,
if you guys do benefit, for instance, if you cut the price to 655 and we do get you additional business, it's more of a win on your side. So you'll bring it up the cost, and you'll get additional business from us, from uh from the partners and the people that come into the hotel, and the graduating class and everything. So this might actually be beneficial for you to keep it at that price for us because it guarantees business, plus it guarantees a little bit of marketing on your side. So if we can keep it 655 and then have this conversation a year later, and
yes.
yeah, and you know what? If you guys do really well with it and you actually get business, if you guys get if you guys expand on businesses and you guys get a little bit more customers, then would you be open to just keeping the price at 655, or even if we do buy more coffee, would you be open to dropping the price a little bit?
Well, I could never talk about what's going to happen a year from now if it's not written into the contract now.
Yeah,
But obviously, if we're going to be gaining other clients, possibly, uh, we'll be open to the conversation, of course.
okay,
You
yeah.
know,
So like I said, if for some reason you get a lot more, so say worst case scenario for you guys, if you give us a 655, you don't gain any new business, I'll be happy to you know increase the price to 670 because we didn't follow up on our end by promising that it's good exposure. But on the plus
well,
side, if you do get exposure from our little hotel, and you do end up getting more businesses directly from our recommendations, you can keep the price at 655, or drop it, right?
we could keep the price below cost, but it would have to be evaluated what cost is at that time.
Oh yeah, of course, of course.
Okay.
So if cost goes up to 690, and then you end up dropping it a little bit for us, I mean, we'll be happy with that. And clearly, if this goes without saying, but if we do recommend your coffee to other people, I'm going to make sure they go directly to you. You're going to be the sales rep for us. I want to make sure that you're helping us out, so I want to make sure that you're able to get some good recognition for this as well. So you'll get all the
Okay.
commission.
But Sandy, that's between you and the contract is going to have just the terms and conditions.
Oh yeah, of
So,
course. I'm not gonna,
okay.
but like I said, I'm gonna make sure they go directly to you. So
I
yeah,
appreciate that very much.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm all about helping people, and you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. Yeah, I think 60 to 55 is a great price. I think
I
it's
think it is too.
yeah,
I think it's a good point.
I think it's a really good price, and it is pretty close to the 595 you gave Colonial Williamsburg. So I have to say that I think it's really good, and it's a big drop from the sales price. And like I said, that drop is going to come with a lot of exposure for you guys, so it's going to pay off. It's gonna pay off throughout the years, and yeah. So I think if you can send that contract over, we can get this all squared away, and I think 655 per pound for 10,000 pounds of coffee is a great deal. I think
All
uh,
right.
I think I'm good for that.
All right. Good. I'm happy. Thank you very much. I'll write it up and we can talk again.
All right, great. Well, it's a pleasure talking with you, and we'll speak soon. Okay, you take care.
Very much. Bye bye.
Bye.